Usually when you see me this early, I'm catching flights, but now I'm just sitting at home all by my lonesome. But I am prepping for a flight, so
You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. You understand, but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow.
I am the worst sleeper before a flight. It's just something about the time. Like, I think that I'm gonna miss or like oversleep, and then I'm gonna miss my flight, or I have to be rushing to the airport. And so I wake up randomly throughout the night checking the clock. And even though my flight isn't until Thursday and today is Tuesday, I still wanted to wake up early for work. I wanted to wake up so I can select my seat, because now Southwest makes you do all that. So I woke up at like 2 o'clock thinking that surely it's 6 o'clock because I felt wide awake. I woke up at 5:30. Like as they got closer, I just kept waking myself up. And then when the alarm went off, didn't feel like getting up. Listen, I'm still on the journey of trying to figure out my sleep. I am. I ordered some Lemmy gummies, like magnesium. Did I also order the relax? I don't know. It should be here soon, but I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying because it's starting to really affect me. Not just being tired throughout the day, but it's like starting to affect like my body, like my eyes. I had to talk to my doctor to talk about my eyes because my eyes are twitching. They're always hurting behind my eye. And she was like, "How much sleep do you get?" Mind your business. Mind your business. So I gotta figure it out. I have to. I don't. If the answer is taking NyQuil every other day, then that's just what it's gonna have to be. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. So I don't know. I'll keep you posted. Or if you have suggestions, I am taking them all. If you have found the trick that's something that's going to relax you, to relax your mind, I have tried a lot of things. Don't tell me to just write down my to-do list because that I feel like just keeps me up. Someone else suggested like reading or something like that, but I feel like it just makes my mind drift more. I don't know. Just give me all your suggestions because your girl needs help. And friends, we are heading to New York. That is why I'm up early. That is why I'm trying to get all the hours in. That is why I'm checking in for a flight. We are headed to New York to celebrate our birthday, and I am beyond excited. I haven't been to New York since I went there for work in like 2013. Let me rephrase. I've been to New York since then, but it was very brief. It was to go try and find Black Santa. It was extremely crowded. It was during Christmas time. I would not recommend. But the last time that I was there, like enjoying and seeing the scenery, enjoying the time and all of that, was in 2013 when I was a consultant. That is unacceptable. So I'm excited. I love visiting New York. I would probably never live there, but I love visiting New York. So we have a lot of things to do today and tomorrow. But before all that, before the day starts, we have to get a workout in. I already did my journaling. I did my journaling with my LED mask, which is something that I have been incorporating into my mornings. And I really feel like my skin, LED mask is what's up. It has been on my radar for a long time, and I really thought that I was going to have to like splurge and get the Dr. Dennis Gross one just because, why not? Everybody else is doing it. Why not? But I was sent that one in PR, and I've been trying it out. I think this is like my second week, and my skin loves it. Like LED masks are the way to go. But I did all of that, and now it's time to work out before I clock into work. Then I'm gonna finish my little bloom here. I mean, how cute is this? I think that this is such a good idea because a lot of people struggle, and I thought that I was one of those people struggling with drinking the whole entire canister. The thing is that even though I may not drink it all in one sitting, I definitely finished that bad boy in one day. So I thought that this was the size that I needed. But yesterday when I finished it, I was mad and I wanted more. So we're probably going to just have to stick to the big ones And these are pretty pricey because I would say get the big ones and the small one, but you are not about to take all my money. I maybe just need Bloom to put me on the PR list. Bloom, you out there? You listening? Put me on the list. Because I swear by I love these. All right, workout is done, and I have to admit that was kind of hard. I got some work done, like my lab work, my annual, physical. And of course, takes your blood and checks your body and all of that. And even though my hemoglobin was regular, because that's what I had issues with a couple of years ago, and I couldn't breathe, skin was going crazy, hair was falling out, that's normal. But yet, other parts of my blood work were low that relate to my hemoglobin. Like one was the amount of oxygen that I'm getting, and I can definitely tell because I am way too out of breath for like the most simplest things in a workout. So I don't know, it makes it frustrating to work out, but I'm trying not to harp on that. And then the funny thing is like your doctor sees your results and she's like, oh, everything looks fine. But yet it says it's low. And maybe because she knows, like, hey, we already know that you have low iron, so what are we going to do? And so maybe I just need to really get back to taking my iron every day. Because at some point, or at one point, she said to stop taking it every day, but maybe I need to get back to taking it every day because I can't live like this. I can't breathe. And I work out, and it makes it very hard to work out. So that's that. Whatever. It's done. We're going to start the day, start working. I'm going to, I just got off of on call. And so we are going to like answer some emails, take care of some maybe tasks that were lingering. And then I'm definitely, like I said, since I have so much to do today, I'm definitely going to take my little 15-minute smoke breaks to get some things done around the house, kind of straighten up the things that have to be done when I travel. One, vacuum. Two, no like dark clothes because I just feel like all my dark clothes are like underwear, clothes that I work out in, and I just don't want them sitting in sweat. So that has to be done. Of course, no dishes. Like, of course, none in the sink, but like all dishes have to be put up. There's just something about coming home to a clean kitchen that has to happen. And then what else in my house? And then toilets have to be clean, like bathrooms have to be clean. So basically, my house has to be clean before I leave. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do all of that. We got to get started. Okay, taking my first break. Of course, the days leading up to when I'm going out of town, work is crazy. It always happens to me. I don't even know why I even act surprised, but as you can tell, I have not showered. That will be next after my like 2 meetings that I have. But I have laid out all of my clothes. I have my night clothes, which I usually always forget. I don't know why, but I have my night clothes, some lounge clothes, what I'm wearing day and night. We are going to New York, and I wish I could say that my outfits are going to be like hella fashionable and like pushing the edge, but they're not. I am definitely just shopping my closet. And if anything, I'm just maybe stepping outside my comfort zone, or I'm basically just wearing the clothes that I have. Like, as someone who works from home, like, you don't always put on clothes. So I'm really excited to just put on the clothes that I have in my closet. Also, one of the nights is a theme night, which I don't normally do themes because I never have what's needed for the theme. But the thing about traveling with these girls, these are like my traveling girls, like one of my I met them through my brother, and we travel all the time now. It seems like every year. I love traveling with them. They are so organized, so planned, and all I gotta do is show up. I love it. But she had like a Pinterest board of like inspiration for the theme, and there were two looks, honestly, and one was like more sophisticated, classy, sexy, which I feel like is part of my whole fashion sense. But then the other one is more like casual, chic, elevated. I don't know about elevated, but maybe like casual chic with a little bit of street. And I was like, oh yeah, this is me. Maybe I'll pop some pictures on the screen, but I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna go with that one. So that's what this outfit is for, and I'm gonna actually cut the shirt. If I have time, I'll do it now if my nerves don't get the best of me. But what else? I'm also excited to wear this. Like I have been seeing this all over, like all of every influencer that I follow. They have this top, and then I'm gonna pair it with these camos. The only thing I'm worried about is how hot does it get in New York? I mean, I know not as hot as Dallas and Louisiana. Like, I feel like nothing gets that hot except for Vegas. But I'm still like, I don't want to be sweaty. Then my hair is going to be down, which is a whole debacle. I'll explain that later. But I'm like, am I going to be hot in these pants, in these jeans? I feel like these jeans are a little bit thicker. And I don't want to be hot. So I don't know. It's a dilemma. But either way, I'm excited about wearing this outfit together too. So yeah, I just feel like I have some really good pieces. So hopefully I'll be able to get this in my carry-on. I have my away luggage here. I have my danged over duffel here, which this thing is huge. I feel like you could probably fit a small body. Not that you should, just saying. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. So hopefully I'll be able to do everything in my carry-on. Usually that doesn't really work for me because I'm a tall girl. Jeans are longer, dresses are longer, shoes are bigger, so it's a little bit difficult. But I'm determined. I could do this. Like we could do this. So I'm gonna probably just fit everything into a cube, organize it by day, and be done with packing. I've already packed my makeup. I've already packed my skincare. Um, so this is basically all I have to do. Oh, I also have to do my jewelry, finalize what jewelry I want to bring because like a lot of the outfits, like this one is like just like a little tanky kind of thing, but I really want to like zhuzh it up with the jewelry and like lots of layers and rings and bracelets. I feel like that's really what's going to make my outfits for this trip is like all the jewelry, especially for the theme party. Like it was heavy with the jewelry. So I'm coming heavy with the jewelry. So I just have to finalize that. So duty calls. I'm about to hop on my meeting and then probably start packing the suitcases. Oh my God. I tell y'all, that day when I can just focus on one thing, the way we are going to celebrate is going to be insane. Insane. I would probably celebrate for like a week. Yeah. Yeah. Because doing both, girl, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But I finished my meetings. I finished a task that I want to get done. Also, I don't think I mentioned I am using a mic for this vlog for the first time. So I'm really curious of what it sounds like, but I'm also curious if it's picking up like all this background noise because I did have to put a load in the wash for my whites because there's a top that I really want to wear. Well, I wouldn't have that many reallys, Liz, but there's a top that I really wanted to wear, and so I did put a load in the wash, which I'm so upset about because I was done with the clothes like yesterday. I was proud of myself that I had washed, I had folded, I had put up all in one day. And now look at the enemy. Won't he do it, you know? So with all that being said, I'm just curious of how the mic is going to be working out and if this is going to be like a normal, regular thing for my vlogs. But anyway, yes, I finished work. It's time to go wash her. And I think that I am going to let her air dry until tomorrow and then like flat iron her and all of that. So here was the dilemma with my hair. I forgot to tell y'all. So I was out and about the other day minding my own self business with her on curls, all of that. The way the heat felt like it was just coming from inside my body and I was just drenched. Like it is hot here in Dallas. This is nothing new. Why am I surprised? I just didn't think that all I was doing was standing in the shade in a garage. I would get that hot. So for a while, I was going back and forth of if I should even just take this down and do a mean slick back. I just got this done like 4 weeks ago. I am not one to waste money, right? When it comes to like hair and like nails and all that. So I was going back and forth about it. But first of all, I don't think it's going to be as hot in New York as it is here. Just because I don't think that, New York doesn't deal with that much humidity, right? And I did check, it's going to be like in the 80s, which is still hot, but it's not like 97 feeling like 110, kind of hot. So I'm like, maybe I'll be fine to just rock this one more time because then the other thing is that I'm going to Austin like a week after I get back, and I know for sure I'm not wearing her in Austin. This hair will come down and it will be in a slick back because I will not be hot and sweaty trying to celebrate my boo thing on his birthday. And I'm like sweating like a pig. So, no. So, no. So, no. And so I'm thinking that, well, if I did it now and then I do it again, it's too much. So, we're going to keep her, but straighten her because the other thing is, I also know for certain that I can't be held accountable to pin curl this hair after bar hopping all night. What? Who do you think I am? Responsible? So I'm like, let's just straighten her so that I can just put her on, take her off, and not have to worry about it. Maybe just do one little bump, straighten, whatever. But I don't want to have to worry about curling it and adding heat to it and trying to get out the door, trying to add a curl, all of that. Even though it doesn't take me long, it still takes me longer than if it was just already straight. You feel me? So that's the route that we're going. We're going to rock this one more time for the birthday. And then plus it's New York, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. You never know what's going to happen in New York. So we got to be our best. We got to present our best selves. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a beast in a slick back, but I'm just saying, since we have her, let's use her. So I broke away from the work shackles, got my nails done, which I do absolutely love. I got my nails and my feet done in similar colors, which is very different from me because usually I'm really dark on my feet because I feel like light color doesn't look well on my nails, but not too bad. And then I have food warming up because I'm starving. But although I love the nails, they definitely were a little bit more than what I thought because I guess I picked up the wrong palette and I didn't even know that there was builder color to where you don't need the clear builder gel underneath and then gel on top. I thought that was like the process for all builder nail processes. And I picked it up and there was a lot of confusion of me trying to explain what I've been getting the past 3, 4 times and how what you're doing is totally different. And I need you to give me what I came in here for. But by that time, she had taken off all my builder gel. So I was basically starting from scratch. Therefore, she charged me for a full builder gel service. And then I'd already selected a little bit of an elevated pedicure, not major, just one up. It's just the fact that you spend that much money on nails and it's not gonna get any kind of crazy design. Like this is basic. Like girls would be laughing at my nails at how basic this is, but yet I'm paying like a bill. Like it just blows my mind. Anyway, I wish I could. Hold on. I wish I did trust myself to like learn how to do builder gel. And then my guy even suggested that I go to press-ons once he found out that I kept going to get my nail service. And the thing is that I'm not against press-ons. I just think that press-ons are against me. It's something about my nail beds. I just feel like they never fit. And so I have to do so much shaping and cutting and everything just to make them fit my nail bed. I must have the smallest nail beds ever, or like the most narrow nail beds ever. I don't know what it is, but they never fit. But also, I will say it has been a while since I've looked into press ons. But even just looking at them and what I've seen, they all look the same size. So I don't know. Um, but something has got to give because I do want to keep growing out my nails. I feel like they're at a really nice length. Like they are doing so well. Like I give them like grade levels. Like they're in second grade now. But just like a child, they're expensive. They're expensive. I'm definitely going to eliminate getting my feet done. I just got it done because again, I'm going out of town and then celebrating my guy's birthday. So I just at least want them to look decent and make them last throughout that time. But I usually don't get my feet done just because, like I said, this is the nail service industry is getting a little bit out of hand. So I'm definitely going to maybe just invest in some good polish colors and just do my own nails, my own toes. And then this will be like a once a month treat to myself. But yes, so now I feel like I need to do some content stuff to try and make up for the money I just spent. But we did accomplish everything that we set out to accomplish today. So excited. So I only have those two things tomorrow. Um, I will fold that load that I put in the wash, straighten up. I'm gonna continue to let my unit dry. Like I said, I'll actually, straighten her and get her all together tomorrow. And then get myself together tomorrow. And we're gonna be all good. I did schedule my lift pickup. So I almost forgot, but I did schedule that. But we're all good. A little bit of a jump scare, my little LED mask moment. It's only for like I think it's 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. I only have like 4 minutes left. But this is a little situation that my skin has been loving for my first mask. I don't mind it. I kind of like it. I do want to, maybe not invest, but maybe it gets sent to me. Another, LED mask. But, just putting it out there. But yes, we are up early. Another early morning. I'm basically only working a half day today because my appointment is like mid afternoon and it's a little bit of a drive away and then Dallas, Texas traffic. So I'm really only going to put a little bit more than half a day in of work and I probably won't take too many breaks because I'm only working a half a day. But I feel like y'all, we have really tackled my to-do list before a trip. Like I feel like this is the best I've ever felt before leaving for a trip. Like all my to do things are knocked off. I don't feel any kind of like anxiety, overwhelm. Like maybe this is a thing between us. Like maybe I should always record my prep before a trip. Let me find out. Okay, let me find out it's you. But with that being said, we're still going to do a workout about 20 minutes. Going to do upper body because you never really know when you're going to have your shoulders out. Even though I think none of my outfits require my shoulders out. I should probably be doing abs since my midsection is going to be out. But whatever. I always do arms after legs. It's a thing. Um, so we are gonna knock that out and then start work. Like I said, probably not take too many breaks and then head to my appointment and all the other things that I needed to do for when I come back, which is kind of weird to prep for right now. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I am knocking out all the tasks. This has probably been the most productive day where I actually feel good and actually feel productive. in a long time. So everything is going so smoothly, and I probably shouldn't say it out loud. I probably jinx myself regardless. So I've knocked out a lot of work tasks. Like I said, I've completed a lot of my packing that I had to do yesterday. And so I found myself like twiddling my thumbs. And so on one side, I'm like, oh, well, that's good. I can just relax. But then the other side, I'm like, am I forgetting something? Did I miss something? Did I pack everything? Am I sure I packed everything? Like, am I forgetting something? Because this feels foreign. So what I did just have to do is I went ahead and flat ironed my unit. I was gonna wait until after I got back from my appointments to do it, but I was like, I got free time. And then also, I'm so glad that I did it now because it's amazing what happens when you allow yourself to think and be calm and not overwhelmed. But I had the idea of flat ironing her while she was on the stand instead of while she was on my head, which allowed me to just like really get the back, not have to worry about like me reaching over and trying to burn myself or avoid burning myself and straightening the hair. Like the process was so much better and she looks so good. Probably my best flat ironing that I have ever done. I may not be able to do much with hair, but flat ironing and curling, like that is my jam. Like you can't tell me nothing. Like I truly enjoy doing that part of hair. If I could go in someone's hair salon and just do the straightening and the curling, I would be a happy girl. Like I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to wash, nothing. I just want to straighten and curl. Yeah. But she looks good, and of course I'm gonna test her out this evening after I do my hair. But I think that she's gonna look so great for tomorrow or for the whole New York trip. So I'm excited about that. So now I'm about to make a sandwich. To put something on my stomach. I did have some eggs. This is unlike yesterday where I didn't eat until like 2 o'clock. I did have some eggs. Now I'll make a sandwich before my appointment. And I don't know, guys. Like, and I did think about washing my hair, but I was like, it's hot. I got this scarf on. I'm gonna be outside for a little bit, working the angles. I'm gonna try and make this a content thing, and so I might start sweating in my head. I don't know. Also, y'all, I have not relaxed my hair in a long time, so my leave out is very the roots. They are very rooting, and so my fear is like I'm gonna start like damaging that because I'm constantly trying to flat iron and get it straight. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to like reduce putting relaxer on my hair. I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm not gonna do it right now. I ain't got time for all that. But I'm just saying, like in the future. Well, actually, I don't have anything to worry about because in the future I'm gonna go back to the slick back. So erase all that. Forget I said it. So the shackles of work are now off. I probably should have stayed away because I went back to my computer, I got caught up into something, got frustrated. Now I'm like out vacation mode when I need to be back in vacation mode because I'm done with work. So I just need to like blast some music and get back into feeling good and into vacation mode because I am extremely excited to get on that plane and have a good old time. So we're about to go to my appointment and then take care of the errand, which is basically washing my car because I needed to be washed by the time I get back. Um, for this, I guess, campaign that I'm doing for a friend of mine, and then come back and finish my personal stuff. So let's get going, friends. Look at her. Oh, look at that shine. Hey, 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 hey. And check the back. Look at the back. All nice and straight. Look at the back. If it's not, I can't see it, so therefore I don't care. But anyway, she turned out so beautiful. Like, oh, so straight. I'm telling you, this is like the best I've ever done. And I can't believe it took me so long to even think about doing it on a stand. Like, what? That sounded very inappropriate. I can't believe it took me so long to flat iron it on the stand. Get your mind out the gutter. Gosh, goodness gracious. But look at that. Mmm. Mmm. So I can't wait until like I get everything like meshed together, married together, edges laid. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay, I gotta stop playing with it because it's gonna get greasy. Okay, we are about to call it a night. Hopefully, I'll be able to get more than my usual amount of sleep before I travel. But I'm starting my skincare early so that at least the skincare can start like really penetrating into my skin. And I had truly believe that this skincare routine, like this prep that I do before I travel, has tremendously, stupendously, abundantly has helped my skin like react less when I travel. If I haven't shared it here, she does not like to travel. She does not like to move. She does not like to be in a different city. So usually what used to happen, I used to get all these breakouts, dry spots, dry patches, because I also have like eczema, and then like little breakouts all over my face. And it used to take forever for it to get back on track. But now that I basically flood my skin with moisture the night before I travel, like the change or the difference is just, it's just like leaps and bounds. So I'm going to say this. This is not a usual nighttime skincare routine. It's going to be a lot of steps. It's going to be a lot of products. It's going to be a lot of moisture. I'm going to look like a glazed disco ball at the end of it, but it's worth it every single time. So first thing I do, I wash with my CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser for dry to very dry skin. Love this stuff. As you can see, it's almost running out. But in the morning, because I don't want to strip all of that skincare off that I'm putting on tonight, I'm going to use the La Roche-Posay Moisturizing Milky Cleanser. And it is just that. It's like lotion on your face. No, it does not foam. And I never thought that I would be using a cleanser that does not foam. But this is gentle, it's hydrating. If you have dry skin, you need this at least as your morning skincare cleanser because it doesn't strip your skin. It doesn't get rid of all that skincare, that beautiful skincare that you put on your face the night before. It keeps it in there, but it still cleans your skin. That's what matters. Next, I go on with a few essence and toners. First is the Sarah Creel essence. Love this essence. This is a bi-phase essence and it has a lot of nutrients. So the difference between an essence and a toner is that essence are usually a little bit thicker than a toner and they are very nutrient based. So this has peptides, it has niacinamides, it has hyaluronic acid. So I love putting this first on my face just to kind of re-wet the skin from drying it. And then I just make sure that I get it to where I want it to go and then I pat it into my skin. Every last step is going to be a pat into the skin. We're not trying to wipe everything away. Next is my favorite toner, the Beekman 1808. This is, did I shake it already? No, this is another bi-phase product. This adds the hydration. This has squalene, it has goat milk in it, and it just rehydrates my face. I love this stuff. I had to go run out and get the travel size of this because I can't be without it. And then I love the mist. Ugh, it's like fine and perfect. And then my last toner is the Bubble Milky Toner. Of course, I go heavy handed. Like I said, we're not skimping on products. I love this toner. I love a good milky toner now. It took me so long to get with milky toners. I just thought that everybody was just jumping on the bandwagon. But I tell you, if you have not tried a milky toner, and I feel like I say this a lot, if you have not tried a milky toner, especially as someone with dry skin, please do me a favor and try one. I don't care which one. I love the bubble one. It's affordable. It loves my skin and my skin loves it. I absolutely will not skimp on a milky toner now. I've already bought another one. So now that my skin is damp and these toners have prepared my skin to accept all these serums, I'm going in with the Anua Niacinamide 10X TXA4 serum. It basically helps with dark spots. I've been loving using this. Again, I am struggling with hyperpigmentation that just like came out of nowhere. So I have been heavy on using this serum to try and lighten up and get rid of these lovely dark spots that are taking over my face. Now, I am somebody who likes to let her serums kind of sit for about 30 seconds before applying the next one. So the next thing I go to is my eye serums. These are from Medicube. This is the Medicube PDRN Pink Peptide Eye Serum, and then the Medicube Deep Reviving Peptide Eye Cream. These, in addition to the kojic acid one for brightening, which is what I use during the day, these three have dramatically, y'all. We already know that I'm team no sleep over here, and it was starting to show its ugly head under my eyes. The darkness was real, and it seems like nothing was really helping. Yes, I was using products that was helping with like the wrinkles, but I needed to focus on darkness, and I'm telling you, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to tell you what works. But these under eye serums have been like gold. Like Medicube was in the lab. And I mean, it's K Beauty. So, of course, they are like light years up before us. So, I'm really not even surprised it works. But this was one of those things that I kept seeing all over my TikTok, and they're all in TikTok shop. But this one they were right about. Absolutely. So next I want to add a vitamin C. I love vitamin C's, and I'm going in with the Murad Vita C Glycolic Serum. They just sent this over, and I'm kind of just in the beginning of trying this, but like I said, I love vitamin C, so I just jumped right in. But I'm also a really big fan of Murad. I used to use Murad back in the day, like teen years when my skin was really like out the box. So I'm very familiar with Murad, and my skin just loves products like Murad. And then next is the Clarins Double Serum. I probably should have applied this before the vitamin C because this is like a little bit thinner, but it's fine. Usually I get my steps correct, so one night won't hurt. But the whole idea, in case you didn't know, is that you want to go thinnest to thickest. But the double serum is definitely one of those products that I will always have in my rotation. Whether they send it to me or I just have to buy it myself, I will always probably have that in my rotation for my skincare. You see the donut? Okay. And then next I want to go in with the Medicube Collagen Jelly Cream. I want to go in with it, but I want to use it with my Medicube Booster Tool. If you have not heard about this product, I added this in my May favorites just because it has been treating my skin so well. Putting it on booster mode basically helps your skin absorb all those serums, including this gel cream moisturizer, into your skin instead of sitting on top of your skin. So it's just that extra little boost that puts all those good ingredients, all those skincare products that you are paying for with your hard-earned money into your skin. But I do talk about it a little bit more in my May favorites if you're curious. Almost done, friends. Almost done. Next is the Beekman Omega Milky Oil. This, first of all, Beekman 1808 is just one of those really good brands that I feel like a lot of people are probably sleeping on. But if you have dry skin, I definitely suggest looking into Beekman 1802 products. This is one of the products that my mother put me on a long time ago when my face was like really dry and I was living in South Carolina. So I'm very familiar with Beekman. But I'm putting on this oil, and you're probably like, didn't you just say thinnest to thickest? But they even recommend that even if you have dry skin, to have this as the last step after your moisturizer because the oil just kind of like seals everything in. It may not make sense, and I'm not even going to say it, and I'm not even going to lie to you and say that it does make sense. But if the brand recommends it, we're going to do it. And now that skin looks like, girl, don't put nothing else on me. It's just going to defeat the purpose. We're going to put on a mask. It's really going to seal everything in. This is the Medicube Kojic Acid Turmeric Mask. I also have the collagen one. Like you can tell they are heavily loved. But I was using the collagen one for a while because I had messed up my moisture barrier. So I had put this on. And so now I just feel like I need to switch and go to this one. I mean, they're both running out. It doesn't really matter, but we got to show equal love, brightening and moisture. You can use like a tool, but I just use my hand and I just apply a nice thick layer. And now that is it, friends. Glazed Donut Disco Ball Glass Skin activated. And so now we're basically going to end the vlog here because once this dries, I don't want to really talk and have it start peeling off. But I hope that you have enjoyed this little short vlog. If you made this far and you have not subscribed, you're a whole hater in your life. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cosmic.